So guys, today back from another video on the channel. Today we're here for the Newcastle United versus Blackburn preview in the second round of the Carabao Cup. Big game for Newcastle United. We haven't got past the second round in the last 3 years. 4 years I think it is, but let's see what we can do. I think the last time we got past this round was about 2016, I think it was. Honestly, we just need to get through, and I've missed what it was like going through in the cup, but let's see what happens against Blackburn Rovers. Make sure to leave a like, lads, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're trying to hit 8k. We're like 200 subs away, so if you could subscribe, it would mean a lot. I want to be trying to hit 10k as soon as possible, but if we could hit 8k as soon as possible, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyways, lads, let's get into the preview now. We'll start off by looking at Blackburn Rovers. So Blackburn Rovers are in the Championship this season. They played their first game yesterday, like how Newcastle United did in their season, and they're coming into this cup game against Newcastle United with a poor result yesterday. They would be disappointed not to pick up anything, but they got beat 3-2 to Bournemouth away from home. Blackburn Rovers were quite unlucky not to get anything. Really played well. I watched the highlights of the game to come back twice, to bring it back to 2-2, and then to lose it in the 84th minute. It is really unlucky. Former Mag scored, Adam Armstrong. He's a local lad, and obviously he'll want to score to prove the club wrong why they sold him, because obviously Ralph Benitez sold him to Blackburn Rovers. Armstrong wanted first team football and he wasn't getting it at Newcastle United. He kept on getting sent out on loan, and he came in to Blackburn Rovers on loan, I think it was, and they signed him up, and he's been their star man ever since. But Blackburn were really unlucky not to beat Bournemouth, and they really could have. The game could have went either way, so it was unlucky to Blackburn Rovers. But obviously last time out we played them was in the FA Cup, not last season, the season before, in the 18-19 season. It was a 1-1 draw in the first game, and then we're going to replay it and beat them 4-2, and we went 1-0 up, and then we went 2-0 up, and they got 2 goals back. It went to extra time, and then we scored 2 in extra time. So that's what happened in that game last time we played them. It was the round 3 of the FA Cup. But Blackburn Rovers, let's see a couple of their players. They've still got a lot of players like in that core that they did have in the Championship when we were there. Charlie Mulgrew, who obviously is their captain, he's their centre-back, and obviously got that winning goal against us. And any Blackburn fan, if I ever thought he's on like Insta or whatever, he's always mentioned that game and we got beat as 1-0, and it was really disappointing. But they bring in Bradley Johnson. Who else have they got? They've obviously got Bradley Dark. He's obviously a really good player. Scored at St James's Park last time. Adam Armstrong, Lewis Holtby. He was in Germany, I think it was, and then now he's at Blackburn Rovers. They've got a decent little team, and they want to be trying to get to that playoff state, and I don't think they are that at the minute. I think they need to get a couple of more players, but it'll be a tough game for Blackburn Rovers coming to St James's Park after what we did yesterday. So obviously Newcastle United got a fantastic win against West Ham United yesterday, 2-0. A really good performance, and honestly fantastic. Go and watch them videos yesterday, it would mean a lot. Anyways, in this video, normally for these games I'll do just one big preview, because obviously it's hard to do the predicted team, but I will be doing a predicted team video, and that will be out tomorrow. So obviously changes will be made for Newcastle United. It's against Blackburn. They're in the Championship, we're in the Prem. We're going to have to rest some players. Obviously we haven't got every player back and whatnot, but great, because it looks like Ryan Fraser will be making his debut, and it'll be big, it'll be massive. I think it was the right decision not to play him against West Ham. Even if he did come off the bench, I wouldn't be too bothered. But I think it was the right decision not to play him, just get him back in the system. And obviously he seems like a really good player and really wants to play for the club, and we obviously can't wait to see him play. But obviously Blackburn are going to be coming here. They will want to get a little bit of revenge what happened in the cup, and it will be really, really interesting to see what happens. 2 scorers in Jeff Hendrick and Callum Wilson. I can't see them starting in the cup game against Blackburn Rovers, but I can see them playing against Brighton, which, yeah, again, is a massive game. So we'll have to wait and see what happens against Blackburn Rovers, because obviously they're a Championship team. They really want to go for it, and we'll have to see what they can do. Obviously getting that 3-2 loss against Bournemouth, is that going to set them a little bit down? And obviously we're on the high. We're second in the Premier League as it stands. It's looking good for the club at the minute, right? We're at a good stage. Probably one of the best weeks the club's ever had in a very, very long time, signing 3 really, really good players and getting a massive win on Saturday was amazing. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, but obviously it's a good game. It's going to be a really good game. And also, lads, I'm recording on the Sunday. It will be out on Sunday. If you want a program for the game, and if you want the program for the rest of the games, obviously we can't go to the games at the minute. Even when we can go to the matches, right? If they're doing it in a social distance way, you can't buy the programs at the stadium. So you literally have to be in the stadium and out the stadium. You won't be able to buy the programs. So they're doing it online. And if you want to buy the Newcastle versus Blackburn program featuring Mark Gillespie, who should be starting in goal, I'll put a link in the description if I do remember. You buy the program and then you can then subscribe and buy the rest of the programs for the season. So yeah, even though we can't go to the games, we still could be getting the programs. Obviously, you've got to pay for them through an online system. So thought I would say that because that's what I've done, and if you want to do it as well, make sure to do that, lads. But anyways, that's the end of the preview. If I've got to do a score prediction, I forgot to do a score prediction in the West Ham previews. It was a 2-1 and we won 2-0. We're on the high. We've got a different players going to be playing. It'll be tough. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Newcastle again as my prediction. Not going to say the score was. I'll say the score was in tomorrow's video for the predicted team. But lads, that's in the preview. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you all for the video tomorrow on the predicted team. How are the lads?